everyone, welcome along. It is Saturday the 1st of June in your world. Still bank holiday Monday for me, but hope you are all well. Hope everyone's fine. Hope you've had a great start to your weekend so far. I've done this in a really weird order while I've pre-recorded these. So I've already done the 2 Thursday quizzes, one of which you will have already seen and one of which is going to be next Thursday. But now I'm doing the Saturday ones. So for me, this is quiz number 3 in a row. But in theory, for you guys, this will only be the second of 4. So it's all a bit, it's melded my head a little bit today. But it's fine. It's all good. It is what you'd come to expect from one of my quizzes. Another 50 questions then coming up for you this evening. And I can't remember which way around I've done it. I have decided, I know I said I was going to follow up with some more of my pictures because I know you guys absolutely adore them, but I want to be around for the live reactions to them. So I've held back. I'm using the last of my dingbats for the next 2 Saturdays. And then when I'm back properly live, then yes, I will be breaking through with some more of my my therapy drawings. So don't worry, you're not going to miss out on them. They will be back in a couple of weeks' time. 2 weeks today. Yes, I've got plenty of time while I'm having a break to sit there and think of all sorts of crazy ideas and crazy things I can draw. But let's get into it. Welcome along. It is Saturday, the 1st of June. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope your weekend's going well so far. So 50 questions then. Let's see how you get on tonight. Start as we always do with entertainment. And question number 1. You're travelling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. Was the opening to which iconic TV series? So you're travelling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. Was the opening to which iconic TV series? Number 2, name the movie from this picture. So name the movie from the picture. Number 3, which singer had hits 7 Days, Fill Me In, and Rendezvous in the 2000s? So which singer had hits 7 Days, Fill Me In, and Rendezvous in the 2000s? There we go. Number 4, David Brent and Michael Scott are the respective lead characters of the UK and US versions of which TV show? So David Brent and Michael Scott are the respective lead characters of the UK and US versions of which TV show? Number 5, in which film would you find the characters Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Orange, and so on? In which film would you find the characters Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Orange, and so on? Number 6, which musical has the songs A Million Dreams, From Now On, and Never Enough? So which musical has the songs A Million Dreams, From Now On, and Never Enough? Number 7, name the TV show pictured here. All right, Dave. Name the TV show pictured here for number 7. Number 8, which film won this year's Best Picture at the Oscars? So which film won this year's Best Picture at the Oscars? Number 9, the first ever Now That's What I Call Music was released in which decade? Was it the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s? So the first ever Now That's What I Call Music was released in which decade? The 70s, the 80s, or the 90s? Your final entertainment question, number 10. Greg Davis and Alex Horn present which celebrity game show? So Greg Davis and Alex Horn present which celebrity game show? Round 2 then, science and nature for you tonight. Starting with this, number 1. What is the name of the clear outer layer at the front of the eye called? So what is the name of the clear outer layer at the front of the eye called? And number 2, penicillin was discovered in which year? Was it 1928, 1938, 1948, or 1958? So penicillin was discovered in which year? 1928, 1938, 1948, or 1958? That's better. Sorry, my camera's been having a few issues today, so that's a bit better. I put my light on. Still in a bit of shadow, but it'll do for this evening. Number 3, pure gold is how many carats? So pure gold is how many carats? Number 4, name the dog breed pictured here. Number 5, what is the name of the celestial body called a minor planet because it is neither a true planet, but it's larger than a comet? And I didn't know this. This was a fact I came across a few weeks ago when I was writing all these. So what is the name of the celestial body called a minor planet because it is neither a true planet, but it's larger than a comet? Number 6, where in the body would you find the metatarsal bones? So where in the body would you find the metatarsal bones? Number 7, an accident in a nuclear reactor in which the reactor core melts is called a what? Is it a meltdown? Is it a melt up? Is it a melt problem? Or is it a melt emergency? So an accident in a nuclear reactor in which the reactor core melts is called a what? Is it a meltdown, a melt up, a melt problem, or a melt emergency? Number 8, what is the collective noun for a group of lions? What is the collective noun for a group of lions? Number 9, how many equal straight sides does a rhombus have? So how many equal straight sides does a rhombus have? I think I've worded that badly. Hold, let me have a quick look what I actually meant. 1st of June. Yeah, it should just be how many straight sides does a rhombus have, not ignore the equal bit. I don't know. Argue amongst yourselves when I give the answer. And number 10, what bee is the name of the stick arthropods that attach themselves? Sticky, that's the, yeah. What bee is the name of the sticky arthropods that attach themselves to the bottom of ships? And then your final round before we take a break is Blockbusters for you. Starting with this number 1. What SF is a famous place frequented by Robin Hood and his merry men? So what SF is a famous place frequented by Robin Hood and his merry men? Number 2, what CP is the name of a pathway often found in a garden that doesn't follow straight lines? Sorry, on my preview screen of the recording, the camera keeps flickering in where on sort of like on the display on my end, and I don't know whether it's going to be the same on the recording. Now, I'm 25 minutes into this recording, so I'm not going to sort of stop it and check it and go back. So I might just drop my camera out. So I am here, but just in case. No, I'll leave it up. It might be all right. And number 3, what CC is the name of patterns in fields often suggested by some to be caused by aliens? So what CC is the name of patterns in fields often suggested by some to be caused by aliens? Number 4, what ES is makeup applied near the vision objects to accentuate them? So what ES is makeup applied near the vision objects to accentuate them? Accentuate them. I got it right the first time. Oh dear. Number 5, what BH is another name for significant other? So what BH is another name for significant other? Number 6, what HS is a term used when someone is placed under exceptional scrutiny? So what HS is a term used when someone is placed under exceptional scrutiny? Number 7, what NG is the collective name for helium, argon, neon, etc.? So what NG is the collective name for helium, argon, neon, etc.? Number 8, what CC was the name of a place visited by people wanting to access the internet? Did he still exist? What CC was the name of a place visited by people wanting to access the internet? Number 9, what IB is a set of guides included with Lego, furniture, etc. on how to construct them? So what IB is a set of guides included with Lego, furniture, etc. on how to construct them? And finally, number 10, what LP is the starting place for any rocket before its journey into space? So what LP is the starting place for any rocket before its journey into space? So that then is your first 30 questions this evening. On the left-hand side of your screen, it's that way. On the left-hand side of your screen is the QR code. So that will take you directly to the place on the hub tonight, on the JVBQ questions hub. You can't just go there, you can't type that in and there's a menu like sometimes you do on a Saturday when it's live. Because it's pre-recorded, I've had to set up all of these in advance. So I've just checked then to make sure I put the right QR code on screen, otherwise you'll end up with the questions for like Thursdays or something. So yeah, they're the right questions up. Scan that QR code, it will take you direct to the hub and direct to those first 30 questions, and there'll be another one up on the screen for your second break as well. For your first break then this evening, I'm just going to give you a little couple more seconds so you can scan the QR code. But for your first break this evening is another Only Connect style grid. Next week, I've got something different for your first break, just to rest the Only Connect grid so they don't get too boring. But that's next week. This week, you've got another Only Connect style grid, 7 minutes to have a go at this. I need to turn my camera off on that one, which is that one, do that one there, and do that one there, and I'll see you in 7 minutes. Okay, we'll give you the answers to these in just a short moment's time. So start putting those final ones down. A little bit trickier, I think, tonight than usual. Okay, let's put them into an order then for you in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so your first four then, you've got backs, hooker, wing, and prop. They are rugby positions. Then antennae, thorax, leg, palpus are all parts of a fly. Then you've got gaffer, runner, grip, and AD, which are TV, film, our film job roles. And then parcel, masking, electrical, and cello are all tapes. I'll leave you with those for just a second while you're just doing your final bits with them, making sure. If you need more time, you can always pause it anyway. Right, so your answers to your first 30 questions then are coming up in just a moment's time. So get those answer sheets ready to go. Yes. Okie dokie. Right. Let's give you the first 30 then this evening. See how you did with these. We started with entertainment. And number 1, you're travelling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. Was the opening to The Twilight Zone. Number 2, name the movie. It is Wall-E. Now, I know, because I know this is going to have been pointed out before we got to this point. I know it says Wall-E on there. But that doesn't necessarily mean if you didn't know the movie, you wouldn't necessarily know it was the name of the movie. So it wasn't really a hint. It was only a hint if you knew the name of the movie. Yeah, that's why I can kind of get away with that, I think. Number 3, which singer had hits 7 Days, Fill Me In, and Rendezvous in the 2000s? It was Craig David. Number 4, David Brent and Michael Scott are the respective lead characters of the UK and US versions of which TV show? It is The Office. Number 5, in which film would you find the characters Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Orange, and so on? It is Reservoir Dogs. Number 6, which musical has the songs A Million Dreams, From Now On, and Never Enough? It was The Greatest Showman. Number 7, name the TV show. It is Only Fools and Horses. Number 8, which film won this year's Best Picture at the Oscars? It was Oppenheimer. Number 9, the first ever Now That's What I Call Music was released in the 80s. 1983 to be precise. But yeah, in the 80s. Been going nearly as long as I've been born. Number 10, Greg Davis and Alex Horn present which celebrity game show? It is Taskmaster. Round 2, Science and Nature. Number 1, what is the name of the clear outer layer at the front of the eye called? It's the cornea. Number 2, penicillin was discovered in 1928. Number 3, pure gold is 24 carats. Number 4, name the dog breed. That's a poodle. Number 5, what is the name of the celestial body called a minor planet? Because it is neither a true planet, but larger than a comet. It's asteroids. No, I didn't know this. It was only when I was putting this together a couple of weeks ago, and I just came across this fact. It said asteroids, they're minor planets, and I was thinking, well, are they? But because they're that vast in size. So yeah, if we ever get hit, like the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs, that was a minor planet apparently. So anyway, number 6, where in the body would you find the metatarsal bones? It's the foot. Number 7, an accident in a nuclear reactor in which the reactor core melts is called a meltdown. I mean, it's definitely a melt emergency, and it's really a melt problem, but yeah, meltdown is the correct term for it. Number 8, what is the collective noun for a group of lions? It's a pride. Number 9, how many straight sides does a rhombus have? It's 4. Because they're not equal. Really not equal. And number 10, what B is the name of the sticky arthropods that attach themselves to the bottom of ships? It is barnacle. And your blockbusters then, number 1, what SF is a famous place frequented by Robin Hood and his merry men? It is Sherwood Forest. Number 2, what CP is the name of a pathway often found in a garden that doesn't follow straight lines? It is crazy paving. Number 3, what CC is the name of patterns in fields often suggested by some to be caused by aliens? It's crop circles. Yes. Number 4, what ES is makeup applied near the vision objects to accentuate them? It is eyeshadow. Number 5, what BH is another name for significant other? It is better half. Number 6, what HS is a term used when someone is placed under exceptional scrutiny? It is hot seat. Number 7, what NG is the collective name for helium, argon, neon, etc.? It is noble gases. Number 8, what CC was the name of a place visited by people wanting to access the internet? It was a cyber cafe. Yeah, are they still going, or are they just basically used by spies now to, hack into people's computers and, send coded messages to their handlers and stuff? I've watched far too many spy programs, I think. Number 9, what IB is a set of guides included with Lego, furniture, etc. on how to construct them? It is instruction book. And number 10, what LP is the starting place for any rocket before its journey to space? It is launch pad. So there you go. That's your first 30 questions this evening. Todd, your score's up. How have you got on this evening so far? Remember, the YouTube live chat is on. Now, I should have said this at the beginning, but it's a Saturday, so I don't really need to, because you're always on your best behavior on a Saturday. So you don't really, you don't sit there putting answers in the comments, because you're all very, very good and well behaved on a Saturday. So, but yeah, you can share your scores in there because it's on all the way through. Still to come, connections and general knowledge. I love your connection round tonight. I really, really do. And part of me wanted to hold it until I was back off the break, but I'd already written it, and I thought, do you know what? I like that. I'm spinning my chair. Have I given you enough time? If I haven't given you enough time and you're still talking about your answers and stuff, then don't worry. Just pause it and catch up. Right, here we go then. So round 4 is your connections round. 9 questions. Question number 10, what links the answers together? I know there's a couple of people I know will get this quite well. They'll get it quite sort of, yeah, they'll see what I've done. But here we go. Number 1. When aircraft, especially in a ceremonial procession, pass by a fixed place, they are performing a what? So when aircraft, especially in a ceremonial procession, pass by a fixed place, they are performing a what? Number 2, what is the name of a deodorant brand or the name of a cat? So what is the name of a deodorant brand or the name of a cat? Number 3, the 3 wise men brought presents of gold, frankincense, and what? So the 3 wise men brought presents of gold, frankincense, and what? There's a big pigeon flying past my window. Confusing me. I think it's on the roof now. Number 4. I don't think there's anything before that, but I'll just drop my camera out quickly. Oh no, there isn't. That's fine. What is this breed of cat called? So what is this breed of cat called? Number 5. What C describes a stone chamber beneath a floor of a church? So what C describes a stone chamber beneath a floor of a church? Sticking with church, what are the names of the songs sung in church? So what are the names of the songs sung in church? I don't mean the names of them individually. I mean, what are they named collectively? I've got visions of the Patreon Discord server now going off on one, naming hymns, as many hymns as they can. Oh, and I've just given you the answer. Oh, Jay, get a grip. Third quiz I've pre-recorded. That's the first time I've given an out. I mean, this is the third quiz I'm pre-recording. It's the first time I've given out an answer. Although in the wrong order, because this will be this. Number 7. Sticking with songs, or what is the name of a strong, regular, repeated pattern of movement or sound? So sticking with songs, what is the name of a strong, regular, repeated pattern of movement or sound? And I know there's going to be some of you going, why didn't you just edit that out? Well, because it would take me probably 2.5 hours just to clip that little bit out, make sure it's still at the right running length, render the video, sort it out, and then upload it. So no, I don't edit my mistakes out. I am human. Or as Rack and Bone Man said, I'm only human after all. So number 8. What 3-letter word describes the thickness or layer of a folded or laminated material? What 3-letter word describes the thickness or layer of a folded or laminated material? Number 9. What is the medical term for abnormal sacs of fluid that can form anywhere on the body? Sorry if you're eating your dinner. But what is the medical term for abnormal sacs of fluid that can form anywhere on the body? And as always, question 10. What links those 9 answers together? Well, not 9 answers. You've already got one of them at least. General knowledge then to finish off this evening's quiz. Starting with this number 1. Who is this? So who is this for number 1? It's either last Thursday's quiz or this Thursday's quiz coming up that this man will reappear in the quiz. I seem to have done that quite a bit over these sort of, because I wrote 450 questions. Some of them sort of seem to have not repeated the question, but sort of dodged around the same sort of subject a couple of times. But even though you know. Number 2, what is the name of the organ that filters around half a cup of blood every minute? The human body really is incredible, isn't it? What is the name of the organ that filters around half a cup of blood every minute? Number 3, Fort Knox is home to a large portion of which country's gold reserves? So Fort Knox is home to a large portion of which country's gold reserves? Number 4, which size of paper measures 210 millimeters by 297 millimeters? So which size of paper measures 210 millimeters by 297 millimeters? I know there's people right now going, yeah, but that's that, and then that's that, and then, yeah, but then that, and then... Number 5, how many dots are available to use in defining a single letter in Braille? So how many dots are available to use in defining a single letter in Braille? Number 6, which city has the larger area? Is it Edinburgh or is it Glasgow? So which city has the larger area, Edinburgh or Glasgow? Number 7, name the bike manufacturer from this logo. I've blurred out, well, not blurred out, but you know what I mean. Removed the name partially. Number 8, which country links Costa Rica and Colombia? So which country links Costa Rica and Colombia? Number 9, the Rock of Gibraltar dominates the western entrance to which sea? So the Rock of Gibraltar dominates the western entrance to which sea? And your final one, number 10. Which of these dictionaries was published first? Was it the Oxford English Dictionary, the Merriam-Webster, or the Collins? So which of these dictionaries was published first? The Oxford English, the Merriam-Webster, or the Collins? So there you have it then. That is all of your questions for this evening. The QR code there will take you straight to the right part of the website for this evening for those final 20 questions if you need a recap on those. So I said right at the top of the quiz, I will be doing more of my pictures. I know you guys love them to bits, my therapy drawings, so I will be doing more of those, but I want to be live for the reaction rather than, you know, catching up on it a couple of days later or what have you. So I'm going to utilize the last sort of handfuls of dingbats that I've got over the next 2 weekends. So 2 weeks today, I will be back with more of my drawings. So dingbats for you for your second break. I will return in 7 minutes. See you shortly. Okay, I'll give you the answers then to these in just a moment's time. Give you another sort of 30 seconds to get those last answers put down. Okay, right. Here they are. So, number one is Mixed Up Kid. Number two, Change of Heart. Number three, Just Right. Number four, In Complete Control. I know it's spelled, obviously, but incomplete, but it works. Number five, Act Out of Character. Number six, Look Out for Number One. Number seven, Keep Left. Number eight, First Among Equals. And number nine, Back and Forth. Okay, right. Grab your answer sheets. We will go through those final 20 answers in just a moment's time. Well, 19 answers. I've already given you one. But we'll go through those answers in just a moment's time. Okay, let's do it. Right, here's your final 20 answers then this evening. Starting with the connections round. Number one. When aircraft, especially in a ceremonial procession, pass by a fixed place, they are performing a flyby. Number two, what is the name of a deodorant brand or the name of a cat? It is Lynx. Number three, the three wise men brought presents of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Number four, what is this breed of cat called? It is a Sphinx. Number five, what sea describes a stone chamber beneath the floor of a church? It is the crypt. Number six, sticking with church, what are the names of the songs sung? Would you believe they're hymns? Number seven, sticking with songs, what is the name of a strong, regular, repeated pattern of movement or sound? It is rhythm. This is the rhythm of the night. Number eight, what three-letter word describes the thickness or layer of a folded or laminated material? It is its ply. Number nine, what is the medical term for abnormal sacs of fluid that can form anywhere on the body? It is cyst. Now, there is possibly two ways. I've just realised there is possibly two things that link what your answers together. What links them? What I've got is words without vowels, but I've got a feeling some of you may turn around and go, they've all got the letter Y in, which is strictly that is true as well. But I was going with they are words without vowels. But if you've put words with Y in, then I'm going to have to give it to you, aren't I? You've outfoxed me if you've put that. But yeah, words without vowels. Well done if you got that right. General knowledge then tonight. Number one, who is this? That is Timmy Mallet. Number two, what is the name of the organ that filters around half a cup of blood every minute? It is the kidney. Number three, Fort Knox is home to a large portion of which country's gold reserves? It is the USA. Number four, which size of paper measures 210 by 297 millimeters? It is A4. Number five, how many dots are available to use in defining a single letter in Braille? It is 6. Number six, which city has the larger area? It is Glasgow. Glasgow is 142.3. Edinburgh is 102. I can't remember whether that was... I'm assuming that's miles, square miles. I wouldn't have been looking at kilometres. Number seven, name the bike manufacturer. That is Ducati. Number 8, which country links Costa Rica and Colombia? It is Panama. Number 9, the Rock of Gibraltar dominates the western entrance to which sea? It's the Mediterranean Sea. And finally, when it wants to change, there you go. Number 10, which of these dictionaries was published first? It is the Merriam-Webster. So the Merriam-Webster was published in 1828. The Oxford English Dictionary was first published in 1895. And the Collins Dictionary was first published in 1979. So there you go, Merriam-Webster. Was the one that was first published. Right, tot your scores up then. How have you done for this evening? 50 questions for you, 50 answers. The after quiz post will be up on Facebook and Instagram, so do share your scores on there, because that's where I'll be heading. Just to see how you all got on this evening. So if you need a tiebreaker for this evening, it is this. What is the width of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco? I do not mean the span, I mean the width, as in, like lanes, pavements, etc. So that way, not that way. Yeah. Because if I said that way, that would be length. What is the length of the bridge? But what is the width of the bridge? Remember, as always, nearest to it gets the point. It's 90 feet. 90 feet is how wide the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge is. And there we go. For you, that is quiz number 2 of the 4 that I'm taking for break. For me, it's number 3 of 4. I've only got one more left to record, which is your quiz for next Saturday. Which the sooner I've stopped pushing record on this one, I'll be straight into that. But thank you very much for joining me this evening. Hope you have an incredible rest of your weekend, whatever it is you might be doing. Hopefully the weather is really good for you. Yeah, but that is me for tonight. So thank you very much for playing along. I will return. There is another 2 quizzes to go. Another one on Thursday, another 50 questions on Thursday, and then next Saturday as well. And then I will be back live in the chair a week on Thursday. So thank you very much for joining us. Let me know how you got on tonight on the social posts, and I will see you soon. As always, from me, take care, stay safe.